Hey everyone, Frank from Vinteum Software here, and today is all about HOA meetings. It's a key part of managing community associations, and we're going to dive into the 5 different types. If you happen to find this information helpful, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button below. All right, let's dive into it. Now the first one is the Annual General Meeting, or AGM. It's open to all members of the HOA and the Board of Directors. It's held every year and it is the biggest meeting. This is where the community will discuss any major projects, the annual budget, and elects new board members. You need to check with your local and state laws, as well as governing documents, to see when the notice of an annual meeting needs to be sent. And we do have timelines available for both Florida and California below if you'd like to check that out. Now, number 2, a board of directors meeting is the most common meeting in an HOA. The board members have to be there and homeowners are encouraged to go as well. The frequency depends on the size of the HOA and what issues need to be addressed. So they might be monthly or quarterly. They're often held in person, but depending on the state and local laws, as well as governing documents, the meeting could be held online or a hybrid meeting as well. During the board meetings, routine management is discussed, like maintenance projects, disputes, and events. Members have to be notified and given an agenda that there will be a board meeting coming up. How far in advance depends on state laws and HOA governing documents, but typically between 7 and 30 days is usually required. During the meeting minutes need to be taken, and at the start of the next meeting, they'll need to be approved. Now, number 3, an executive meeting is a closed board meeting. They happen when the board need to talk about any confidential matters, such as a litigation, any other issues, or delinquent assessments. How often they happen really depends on how often your issues do crop up. They can be held directly after a normal board meeting or separately. It's important to make a note that the executive meeting did happen, even if the meeting minutes aren't made public, since the discussion is sensitive. Number 4, a committee meeting is a meeting of a specific committee, such as an architecture review committee, landscaping, or newsletter committee. That means that the committee members need to be there. Sometimes the board VP attends as well. The committee meeting may be open to homeowners or not, based on state laws or governing documents. These meetings need an agenda, and if they're open, a meeting notice needs to be sent. Then meeting minutes need to be taken as well. The topics completely depend on the type of committee. And number 5, finally, we have an emergency meeting. In an emergency meeting, the only topic is the emergency at hand, which might be a natural disaster or a pandemic, and the board needs to decide what actions need to be taken. They only happen rarely, and when this is an actual emergency. It might be held virtually or on the phone. An agenda isn't exactly necessary, but meetings are, so you can share the board's decisions with residents. However, you need to follow your HOA's governing documents to see what they say about emergency meetings. These 5 meeting types are all very different. What is important for all of them is that you're following your state's laws and your HOA's rules as set out in the governing documents. You should have a clear agenda and follow it. For most of the meetings, you also need to notify residents so that they know what is going on. Having regular meetings is the foundation of a well-run and organized community to take decisions and have discussions. Our software, Neigbrs by Vinteum, can help you send out notices, store meeting minutes, agendas, and even hold online meetings, which helps you save time and improve your organization, communication, and management within your HOA. Bye for now. Thanks for stopping by.